Hello everyone. In this lecture we discuss the semiconductor. This is the 14th chapter of 11th physics. So first question arises, why to study semiconductor? So our day-to-day life is dependent on electronic gadgets like a cell phone, TV, LED lamp, fridge, cooler, fans, all these are the electronic gadgets. So after the discovery of semiconductor, there is a revolution in a electronic industry. So all the electronic gadgets is consist of a or is made from a semiconductor. So this is the important to study the semiconductor. Okay, before knowing the semiconductor, we first must know the what is conductor and insulator. So conductors. Conductors are the material who allows the electric current to pass through it. That means there is a lots of free electrons are available in a conductors. Okay, up to the power of 10 raised to 7. Okay, so examples of the conductors are the metals. All metals are good conductor. Okay, the conductors or the material who allows the electric current pass through it is conductors. Okay, through it. Okay, the material who allows the electric current pass through it is a conductor. So the number of free electrons are more in a conductor. So that's why it can pass the electric current. Okay, the more number of charge carriers. Here charge carriers are electrons. So more number of electrons are available. Okay. In conductors. Okay. So here examples of the conductors are metals. Okay, all metals, that is copper, aluminium, silver are the examples of conductors. Okay, the material who allows the electric current to pass through it is a conductor. So in a conductor there is a number of lots of electrons are available. Okay, electrons, that is the charge carriers are available. So up to the power of 10 raised to 7, okay, electrons are available. Then what is the insulator? The insulators are the material who does not allow the electric current to pass through it. Okay, does not allow. Insulator. So this is conductors, this is insulators. So insulators, the material who does not allow electric current to pass through it. So it means very few electrons are available. Okay, very few charge carriers are available in insulator. So that's why it does not allow the electric current to pass through it. So यहाँ पर इथे चार्ज कॅरियर्स प्रेझेंट नसतील तर इथून करंट पण काय होणार नाही, फ्लो होणार आहे. आणि कंडक्टर्स मध्ये नंबर ऑफ लॉट्स ऑफ चार्ज कॅरियर अवेलेबल असतात. त्याच्यामुळे इथून काय होतो, करंट फ्लो होतो. ओके, सो अप टू द पॉवर ऑफ 10⁻⁻10, ओके, फ्यू चार्ज कॅरियर्स or few electrons are present here, okay, or available. Okay, so few electrons are available here, so the charge carriers is less, so there is no flow of electric current. Okay, so example of this is a rubber, okay, wood, rubber, plastic is the example of insulator. Okay, सेमीकंडक्टरचा शब्दशः अर्थ काय होतो? सेमी मीन्स हाफ. ओके, सेमी मीन्स हाफ कंडक्टर. ओके, हाफ कंडक्टर म्हणजेच इट इज नॉट अ कम्प्लीट कंडक्टर और इट इज नॉट कम्प्लीट इन्सुलेटर. इट इज इन बिटवीन देम. दिस इज अ हाफ कंडक्टर, that is a semiconductor. Semiconductor is in between conductor and insulator. The electrical conductivity of a semiconductor is lies between the conductivity of metal and insulator. The semiconductor are those material whose electrical conductivity can be controlled or tailored according to our requirements. Okay, आपल्या रिक्वायरमेंट नुसार इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिव्हिटी सेमीकंडक्टरची आपण काय करू शकतो? कंट्रोल करू शकतो. दिस इज द very important property of the semiconductor, so it makes it a useful device. The semiconductor are those material whose electrical conductivity control as per our requirement. Okay, semiconductors are those material whose electrical conductivity is controlled our requirement. Okay, so it means the free carriers or charge carriers can be controlled in these devices. So such type of devices are very useful in electronic industry. Electrical conductivity of solid, that is denoted by sigma. So sigma is equal to NQ. So here N is a number of charge carriers. Number of charge carriers. Okay. Q is the N is the number of charge carriers. Q is the charge. Okay. And mu is the mobility. Charge on the carrier. Q is the charge on the carrier or charge. So, sigma, electrical conductivity of solid, is depend upon the N, that is number of charge carriers per unit volume. Okay, that is the charge carrier density. The number of charge carriers per unit volume means charge carrier density. एका युनिट व्हॉल्यूम मध्ये जेवढे नंबर ऑफ चार्ज कॅरियर्स प्रेझेंट असतील, ओके, तर ते काय झाले, तुमच्या चार्ज कॅरियरची डेन्सिटी झाली. त्याच्यानंतर क्यू इज अ चार्ज ऑन द कॅरियर. ओके, चार्ज, दॅट इज पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज, निगेटिव्ह चार्ज. अँड म्यू, दॅट इज म्यू इज द मोबिलिटी. Mobility means how easy the charge move in a crystal or a solid. Okay, how easily charge move in this crystal is a mobility, or how easily this charge move in this solid or in this crystal. Okay, So this is the mobility. Q is the charge on the carrier and N is the number of charge carriers per unit volume. So E is that is sigma, that is electrical conductivity of solid. Sigma is equal to NQ mu. So what is the reason we use the semiconductor instead of conductors? Okay. So first reason is that we can control the charge carriers in a semiconductor according to our requirement. Okay, we can control the electric current passing through the semiconductor according to our requirement. Okay, we can control. First reason is we can control the electric current passing through semiconductor according to our requirement. According to our requirement. That is, we control charge carriers. Okay, we can control the free electrons. Okay, we can control a charge carriers. That is, we control charge carriers. So this is the first reason. Okay, and second reason is that when temperature increases in metal, there is conductivity decreases. Okay. For example, in a metal, okay, this is the, suppose this is a graph for the metals or conductors. This is the temperature on x-axis and the conductivity on y-axis. In a conductors, when temperature increases, there is a decrease in a conductivity. Okay. जसं टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीज होतं तसं तसं काय होतं, कंडक्टिव्हिटी डिक्रीज होते कंडक्टर्स मध्ये. आणि सेमी कंडक्टर्स मध्ये काय होतं, जसं जसं तुमचं टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीज होईल तसं काय होतं, कंडक्टिव्हिटी इन्क्रीज होते. दिस इज द सेकंड रीजन. This is our conductivity, this is temperature. In semiconductor and this is in a conductor. These two regions or these two reasons, because of these two regions we can use the semiconductor instead of conductors. In a semiconductor we can control the electric current through our requirements. That is, we can control the charge carriers in a semiconductor. And another reason is, in a conductors, when we increase the temperature, okay, there is a decrease in conductivity. And in a semiconductor, we increase a temperature, there is an increase in conductivity. So these two reasons is sufficient to use the semiconductor instead of conductors. So the classification of semiconductor. So it is this classification is depend on the state of semiconductors. So silicon and germanium are the elements. So it is under the elemental semiconductors. Zinc sulfide and cadmium sulfide are the compounds. So it is under the compound semiconductors. And organic semiconductor. The semiconductor which made from the organic materials are organic materials or organic semiconductors. These organic semiconductors are recently discovered. So in electronic industry, elemental and compound semiconductors are maximum used. Okay, this is very useful. Elemental and compound semiconductors. Electrical properties of this semiconductor is a different due to its unique conduction mechanism And the electronic configuration of elemental semiconductor plays a very important role in their electrical property. Okay, the electrical properties depend on the electronic configuration of semiconductors. Okay, elemental semiconductors, and the electrical properties different due to its unique conduction mechanism. Semiconductor has a unique conduction mechanism, that's why its electrical properties different, and its electrical properties depend on its electronic configuration of elemental semiconductor. Okay, so in conductors free electrons are charge carriers. Okay, कंडक्टर्स मध्ये जे फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतात ते काय होतात ऍज अ चार्ज कॅरियर ऍक्ट होतात, आणि सेमीकंडक्टर्स मध्ये फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन प्लस होल्स, फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स plus holes are charge carriers. In a semiconductor, free electron plus holes as a charge carriers, and in a conductors only free electrons are charge carriers. Holes, what is this holes? Holes is nothing but the vacancy of electron. Okay, hole is nothing but vacancy of electron. Hole is a vacancy of electrons. So semiconductor मध्ये फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन आणि होल्स काय होतात ऍज अ चार्ज कॅरियर ऍक्ट होतात, आणि कंडक्टर्स मध्ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स काय असतात ऍज अ चार्ज कॅरियर ऍक्ट होतात. ओके, फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, ओनली फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर चार्ज कॅरियर. हियर फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन प्लस holes as a charge carrier in semiconductors. And what is this holes? Hole is the vacancy of electron. Okay, suppose यहाँ इथे एक आणि इथे suppose इथे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असेल. ओके, आणि हा इलेक्ट्रॉन इथे गेल्यानंतर इथे जे काय असेल ते काय झालं तुमचं होल झालं. ओके, हा इलेक्ट्रॉन इकडे आला, इथे तुमचा एक इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेझेंट. हा इलेक्ट्रॉन इकडे गेल्यानंतर काय होतं इथे काय होतं होल्स क्रिएट होतात. ओके, ज्यावेळेस वॅकन्सी होते ना होल इलेक्ट्रॉनची तिथे काय क्रिएट होतात होल्स क्रिएट होतात. दॅट इज होल्स इज द वॅकन्सी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. ओके, होल्स इज द वॅकन्सी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, दॅट इज होल. अँड इन semiconductors the free electron as well plus holes act as a charge carrier. It is a band theory of solid. Okay, suppose we consider a single atom like a hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen, sodium. Okay, single atom. Okay, we consider the single atom. So what is in it? First is nucleus. That is nucleus. So this is the nucleus of that is in nucleus. What is proton plus neutron? Proton has a positive charge and neutron is a neutral. So electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So here electrons are revolving around the nucleus. In first orbit there is a 2 electrons are present in a first orbit. Okay, and in a second orbit there is how many electrons are present? There is 8 electrons are present in it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, this is nucleus and electrons revolve around this. Okay, so in a first orbit there is 2 electrons are present. In a second orbit there is 8 electrons are present. Okay, so suppose this is a single atom of sodium, that is sodium. The atomic number of sodium that is 11. Okay, the atomic number of sodium is 11. So the number of or electronic configuration of this is the electronic configuration of sodium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. This is 2, 2, so 4 plus 6 is 10 and this is 11. Okay. So electronic configuration of the sodium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. So we consider the single atom. Okay. This is a single atom of sodium. So the electronic configuration of this is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट मध्ये 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतात आणि सेकंड ऑर्बिट मध्ये 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतात. ओके. जे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट मध्ये प्रेझेंट आहेत त्यांची जी एनर्जी आहे ती कशी असणार आहे, मॅक्सिमम असणार आहे, बिकॉज ते न्यूक्लियसच्या कशा जवळ आहेत. त्याच्यामुळे हे 2 जे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट मध्ये प्रेझेंट आहेत त्यांची एनर्जी कशी असणार आहे, मॅक्सिमम, ऍज कम्पेअर टू द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स प्रेझेंट इन अनदर लेवल. ओके. another orbit. This is the second orbit ना. सेकंड ऑर्बिट आणि फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट. फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट मधल्या इलेक्ट्रॉनची एनर्जी कशी असणार आहे, मॅक्सिमम, ऍज कम्पेअर टू द एनर्जी ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इन अ सेकंड ऑर्बिट. ओके. सो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फिगरेशन, ओके, और द एनर्जी डायग्राम. ओके. एनर्जी diagram of single or isolated. This is the isolated or single sodium. Okay. त्याच्यामध्ये सबशेल्स किती आहेत, 1s, 2s, 2p आणि 3s. याच्यामध्ये 1s कम्प्लिटली फिल्ड आहे, 2s पण कशी कम्प्लिटली फिल्ड. एस सबशेल मध्ये किती इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असायला पाहिजे, 2. ओके. इथे किती, एस मध्ये 2 असतात, पी मध्ये किती असायला पाहिजे, 6. 3s लेवल मध्ये किती इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहे, ओनली 1. ओके. तो 3s लेवल कशी आहे, हाफ फिल्ड. 1s, 2s आणि 2p जे सबशेल ते कसे आहेत, कम्प्लिटली फिल्ड, आणि 3s कशी आहे, हाफ फिल्ड. सो द एनर्जी डायग्राम फॉर द सिंगल सोडियम ॲटम. ओके. फॉर द 1s, इथे 1s मध्ये किती टोटल किती आहेत, 1, 2, 4 आणि 6, 11. त्याच्यामध्ये हे किती झाले, हे 2 आणि हे 8, किती झाले, 10. आणि आणखीन एक ऑर्बिट असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये किती असेल, 1. ओके. म्हणजे थर्ड ऑर्बिट मध्ये किती, 3s मध्ये किती असणार आहे, 1 प्रेझेंट. ओके. 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन इज प्रेझेंट इन 3s. सो 1s मध्ये हे तुमचं झालं 1s साठी. 1s मध्ये जे 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत, ओके, सिंगल ॲटम आहे. सिंगल ॲटम मध्ये इंटरॅक्शन होते का, सिंगल ॲटम्स असेल तर बाहेरचा एक्सटर्नल फोर्स ह्याच्यावरती ऍक्ट होत नाही. ओके. सो द एनर्जी ऑफ दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन अँड दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इज सेम. सो द स्ट्रेट लाईन 1s लेवल साठी काय येणार आहे, स्ट्रेट लाईन. ओके. त्याच्यानंतर 2s. 2s मध्ये पण जे इलेक्ट्रॉन ते कसे आहेत, तिथे याच्यावरती एक्सटर्नल एनर्जी नाहीये, एक्सटर्नल आयटम्स याच्यावरती एनर्जी क्रिएट करत नाही, त्याच्यामुळे हे कसे आहेत, स्टेबल. मग ह्याची स्ट्रेट लाईन 2s पण कशी येणार असणार आहे, स्ट्रेट लाईन असणार आहे. 2p पण कशी असणार आहे, स्ट्रेट लाईन असेल. ओके. आणि 3s पण कशी असेल, इथे 3s. ओके. इथे सिंगल ॲटम आहे त्याच्यामुळे 3s पण कशी असणार, इथे स्ट्रेट लाईन असणार. ओके. आणि हा सिंगल ॲटम आहे त्याच्यामुळे याच्यावरती एक्सटर्नल ॲटम काय करत नाहीत, एनर्जी एक्झर्ट करत नाही. त्याच्यामुळे 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s सब लेवल्स आहेत त्या कशा आहेत, स्ट्रेट असणार आहेत. ओके. स्ट्रेट लाईन मध्ये असते. दिस इज फॉर अ सिंगल ॲटम. बट सॉलिड मध्ये सिंगल ॲटम असतो का, सॉलिड मध्ये नंबर ऑफ ॲटम्स प्रेझेंट असतात आणि दे आर व्हेरी क्लोज टू इच अदर. ओके. सो इट एक्झिस्ट इन अ क्रिस्टल. सॉलिड एक्झिस्ट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ क्रिस्टल. In a crystal there is a number of atoms. Okay. They are very close to each other. So distance between them is near about 2 to 3 angstrom unit. Okay. So solid is very closed. Millions of the atoms are present in a solid. So this is for isolated atom or this is for a one single atom. So let's we study the for a solid, okay, or a number of atoms. So this is for the single sodium atom. So we consider the sodium crystal. Suppose this is a sodium crystal, okay. This is a sodium crystal. In it a number of sodium atoms are present. In it a number of sodium atoms are present in a sodium crystal. So in a sodium atom, the one electron is present in a outermost orbit for every sodium atom, okay. In this crystal, for every sodium atom, one electron is present in their outermost orbit, okay. So this one and the position of the sodium atom is different, okay. Each and every atom has a different position. This atom is present here, this atom is present here, this atom is present here. So each and every atom has a different position. So this each and every atom exert a force on each other, okay. This sodium atom exert a force on this sodium atom also exert force on this sodium atom are also exert force on this. So each and every sodium atom exert force on another sodium atom. So in between them, because there is a one electron is present in outermost orbit which is not a completely filled, so that's why all these atoms exert a force on another atom, and the position of the each atom is different in this crystal. That's why the energy of the each atom is different. That's why the energy of the each atom of this sodium is different. So in this case, when we draw the energy level diagram for the crystal sodium, so this is this energy level diagram for the single or isolated sodium atom. When we draw the energy diagram for the crystal sodium, so here in this for this atom, so for 1s, okay, this is 1s, this is 1s. So in the 1s level, the energy diagram is not for 1s, it is not very much disturbed because it is very close to the nucleus and it is stable, okay. Because here इथे जे न्यूक्लियस आहे त्याच्या जवळ 1s लेवल, त्याच्यामुळे जो न्यूक्लियसचा फोर्स आहे तो काय करतो 1s लेवलला बॅलन्स करतो, ओके. त्याच्यामुळे इट इज नियर अबाउट द स्ट्रेट लाईन, ओके. हे स्ट्रेट लाईन येईल 1s लेवल. त्याच्यानंतर 2s मध्ये काय होईल, इलेक्ट्रॉन्सची इंटरॅक्शन होईल, ओके. म्हणजे इथे सिंगल ॲटम होता त्यावेळेस काय होतं, स्ट्रेट लाईन आहे. इथे काय असणार आहे, नंबर ऑफ ॲटम्स आहेत ते एकमेकांशी काय होतात, इंटरॅक्ट होतात. म्हणजे ह्याची एनर्जी पण ह्याच्यावरती काय होणार आहे, ऍक्ट होणार आहे. मग त्यात इथे काय असणार आहे, तुमच्या एनर्जी लेवल डायग्राम कशी येणार आहे, स्प्लिट होतील ना, नियर लाईक दिस, ओके. फॉर द 2s, for 2p again like this. For the 2p it is similar, okay, because the external force is applied on the 2p level. So this is the for a 2p. And for a 3s, for the level 3s level is a half filled, because here the 2 electrons are necessary for the complete this level. So here only 1 electron, so it is a half filled. So here also it is only half filled, okay. 3s level is only half filled, okay, and the half is a remains, okay. Half part is a remaining part, okay, only half filled, okay. This one 1s is completely filled, 2s is completely filled, 2p is completely filled, but 3s is हाफ फिल्ड. आउटरमोस्ट ऑर्बिट मध्ये जे इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेझेंट असतात त्यांना आपण काय म्हणतो, फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और व्हॅलन्स इलेक्ट्रॉन. जे आउटरमोस्ट बँड आहे त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो, व्हॅलन्स बँड. ओके. आणि नियर टू द व्हॅलन्स बँड देर इज अ कंडक्शन बँड. ओके. ज्यावेळेस आपण सोडियम ॲटमला हीट देऊ त्याच्यानंतर जे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स व्हॅलन्स बँड मध्ये प्रेझेंट आहे त्यांना एनर्जी भेटेल आणि ते इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कुठे जातील, कंडक्शन बँड मध्ये जातील, त्यांचं कंडक्शन होईल. ओके. इट कंडक्ट्स. सो दॅट्स वाय दिस इज व्हॅलन्स बँड, दिस इज अ कंडक्शन band. So this is energy band. We call it as energy bands. Okay, this is 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s. Okay, 3s level is a half field. Okay, so this band, this is a valence band. Okay, outermost band is a valence band, and this one is the conduction band. Okay, near to the valence band. In a conductors, there is overlap of valence band and conduction band. So this is our conduction band and this is our valence band. So valence band and this is our conduction band. In conductors, there is a overlapping of the valence band and a conduction band. In a semiconductor, there is a gap between valence band and conduction band. This is conduction band and this is valence band. This is conduction band. In a semiconductor, there is a gap between the valence band and conduction band. So this is called as a Fermi level gap or band gap. So in a semiconductor there is a band gap up to the 3 electron volt. Okay, up to the energies, this energy is up to 3 electron volt. Band gap is in a semiconductors. Okay, this is a very useful and this is a healthy gap, or this is a very useful gap in a semiconductor. Okay, this property is useful. Okay, this property of the semiconductor is useful in various devices. Okay, and in an insulator, there is a lot of gap between the conduction band and valence band. Lots of the gap between the conduction band and the valence band. It is the up to above the 3 electron volt. Okay, this is above the 3 electron volt. That is for the diamond is 5 point something, 5.45. This the electron volt is for the diamond. Okay, so this is the Fermi level gap, or this is a band gap. So band gap in an insulator is more. That's why it is insulator. Okay, in a semiconductor the band gap is up to 3 electron volt. Okay, and this is a healthy band gap between conduction band and valence band. In a conductors, the conduction band and valence band overlaps on each other. Okay, now what is the definition of band gap? What is the definition of energy gap? Energy gap, that is in a semiconductor or insulator, there is a gap between the bottom of a conduction band and the top of the valence band. Okay, the energy gap between the bottom of conduction band and the top of valence band is called the energy gap or band gap. In an insulator or a semiconductor, there is a gap between the bottom of conduction band and the top of the valence band. Okay, this is the band gap or energy gap. This is the definition of energy gap or a band gap.